Unappealing, boring, and out-of-date trends? That's not what we're talking about today. If you're looking for a show full to the brim with on-trend aesthetics, you're in the right place. Hi, my name's Maddy, and welcome to our Design Trends show, where we will explore what's currently making waves in the design world. Today's episode is all about how to recreate the Back to the Future trend in Canva. Now, if you're wondering what on earth the Back to the Future trend is, I recommend heading to the previous episode of this show, where we took a deep dive into this trend and explored how it draws on nostalgia and everything to do with the 90s. Want to know how to apply this look to your designs? I'm going to show you step by step how to apply this to an Instagram post for my fictional brand called Fair Trade Grabs Co. Okay, so I've set up my document for my Instagram post, and as you can see, I've already put in a frame and some text that I'm going to use. The frame, I've just gone with a square one for now, and I just want it to slightly crop off to the side, and I've left a little bit of room here where I'm going to put my text in a second. If you're looking for a frame to use, you can go to the Elements tab and select Frame. And there's so many fun ones, so many ones that I think would work really well with this trend. But for now, I've just chosen a square one, but you can get very creative with it if you'd like. I also, while I'm in the Elements tab, I'm going to search for Canva Y2K Men to get a nice image for this design. So if I go to photos, I'm going to just filter that like that, and I'm also going to the filter here and I'm going to go free and I'll apply the filter. And then we've got this cute selection of images here. I love them so much. I love the pastels and the sort of trippy gradients happening throughout them as well. Very, very nostalgic and 90s vibes coming through with this, so it's fitting the trend so well. I saw this image earlier and I think it's going to work so well in my design, so I'm just going to select it here, and if I click and drag it over the frame, you can see now it's actually just dropped in nicely. It's cropping off a little bit though, so what I want to do is I just want to double click on that, and I want to click and drag and just bring that down a little bit in the frame so that we're not getting rid of his beautiful hair there. So I'll just click off that, and you can see now it's just fitting in a little bit better now. So the next thing that I want to do is go over to my text, and the idea with this is I'm going to bring these over, put them in this section, but I want to rotate them so that they're sitting in that little space and not overlapping the image. So my advice whenever you're going to rotate text is do it the right way up first, make any changes that you want to make, and then do the rotation, because it's just so much easier to work that way. So with this trend, I've just noticed that there is this sort of mix of using like elegant serifs, but then some nice serifs, clean geometric fonts for secondary copy. So I think for the heading, I am going to change it to be an elegant serif. And I really like this Libre Baskerville. There it is. It looks so lovely, and it's already changed it to italic. If it doesn't change instantly for you, you can also change it to italic here. And also to make it stand out, because this is the name of my company, I want it to stand out. So I'm going to turn it to uppercase as well. So yeah, that's really grabbing my attention now. I think that's working. And this is Telegraph, and I think this is already working really nicely. It's a really clean serif font, so this like mismatched aesthetic is very in the style of this Back to Future trend. So I'm going to keep it like this. I'm going to click and drag and select both of them and group it together, because it's just going to make it that slightly bit easier to rotate it when I move it into the next page. So now I can copy and I'll go into here and I'll paste it as well. And using these arrows, I'll rotate it around until I see 90 degrees. Perfect. Now, this you might have to do a little bit by eye, but just if you put the text in and just look for where it looks centered within that space, and leave a little bit of room either side as well, so you're just giving it a nice border to the edge of the document. So now, loving this, I think the layout's looking really great, but the white is just not really blending well. So let's add a color to our background. I think because we've got pinks and oranges in the image, a nice bright yellow would work really well. So yeah, that's popping nicely. I think that definitely is fitting a lot better, and it's very cohesive with the image now. So let's keep it with that bright yellow. And then the next thing I want to do is bring in some elements. So as I said, this is a sustainability fashion post. So I think we've got some great stickers in the library. If I go to elements and Canva sustainability stickers. Yeah, look at these. How cool are they? All right, I'm going to select a couple to bring into my design. I like the messaging on these ones. Join the movement, support local. So just by clicking and dragging, I'm going to make it a little bit smaller so it's not covering my image. And this one I'm going to rotate slightly and also make it a little bit smaller. That looks nice and fun. I love these. How cute are they? So I think though the colors, they're not quite working with my image, so I think we could just change those slightly. So I'll go here. I'm going to change this one to be pink, so it's a little bit more like his shirt. And then because we've got this nice bright orange in here, I'll change that to be the orange as well. Nice. Okay, and the last thing is, I think this gap between the words, we could just put a nice little line element there. You could hit L for line and just put a simple line in, or we have some really great elements in the library that would work as well. I found this one earlier, which I thought was really cute with the star in the middle, and it just works so nicely with these sticker elements, having those nice simple lines. So I'm just going to rotate that to 90 degrees as well, and I've just made it a bit smaller to fit within that space, making sure it's not overlapping my text. Okay, and there we go. There's my post. Well, I hope you feel empowered to make an on-trend post easily in Canva. Make sure you tag us in all your Back to the Future designs by using the hashtag #MadeInCanva. And I look forward to seeing you next episode, where we'll tap into designing with feel-good neons in the dopamine brights trend. Happy creating! Have you subscribed yet? Yes, I'm talking to you. If you haven't, make sure you hit that red subscribe button for more videos like this.